Hey guys, Matt from Dudes Camping here. Today we are pimping my property. We're in the process of doing a trail and we're cutting this trail by hand. So we're going to show you how to cut a trail by hand. I know a lot of you people out there think that we could just go to the store and get a backhoe and do this, but we can't. We're about 30 miles away from the nearest town. So we have to do everything by hand here. This is a 40-acre piece of land. And so everything's by hand, and if anything goes wrong, we just have to improvise. So we're going to show you how to do it in the backwoods. If you've got property, 40 acres, we're going to show you how to get from one side of your property to the other side of your property. In our case, it's from the bottom to the top. And we'll show you before and after. This is going to be fun. All right? Let's do it. So we've already started the trail, and we're actually starting from the top going down. It makes it a lot easier because you know where you're going to end up. So in our case, we've done a little bit already, but I'm going to show you some of the before trail. And so we're going to take the trail from here all the way down. You stay right there. We're going to take the trail, you stay there, all the way this way.
That looks about right, somewhere in there.
See, this is why you need a trail. The trail goes this way. This is what we're going to do today. The only tools that we're using out here is a metal rake, a pick, and a gomboy. This thing is going to cut down any branches that are in your way, unless they're big huge branches, but you know, then we're just going to go around. So anyways, and lots and lots of water. If you start peeing yellow, then you need to drink more water. I need some more water. Thank you. Basically, you're going to use this rake to just kind of get any of the rocks out of the way. We're just smoothing it out. Some of the rocks you're going to want to leave in the trail itself.
That's what I usually do.
So, as you can see, we're basically just scraping all the stuff off the top, the big rocks, anything that would be a hazard to your foot or your knees. Just want to get rid of all that. Some of the rocks you can keep in there, they maintain the actual trail itself, and especially on an incline like this, you're not quite sure what the weather's going to do to it. So we may come back in 2 months and this will be all drained out, but you never know until you do it. So do it. So anyways, we're just scraping all the rocks and stuff to the side, and then you go back through and try to pull these as many as you can from the roots, and that way they won't grow up again. Depending on how wide you want your trail, you can just have it this wide if you're just doing a walking trail, but in our case we plan on bringing up an ATV. With all the riots and stuff going on, we plan on getting an ATV pretty soon. You know, go out there with a mask on, and we're going to get ourselves an ATV because apparently it's free stuff, free for all. So we're going to join in on that. Don't tell anybody. So as we're cutting this trail, you can see some of the spots. I could probably cut that, cut some away from it, but it's such a nice, beautiful plant. So instead, what I'm going to do is just take some rocks and just give it a sort of a little barrier. I'll put some more there so you can see. Just give it a little barrier on the trail to just warn anyone that's walking they're going to hit their foot on a rock rather than that cactus, that prickly pear cactus. So I'm going to put some more rocks there. So we named this trail after the book that I was listening to while we were making it. This trail is called Swiss Robinson Trail. As we walk up to our campsite is named after the book that I was listening to when I created that. It was 1984 by George Orwell. So this campsite here is called Orwell's Circle. So that's it. We pretty much finished the trail, and 2 days we did 256 feet and 9 feet elevation, and it's put a lot of work into this part up at the top, because this is, you know, the end of it. But once we start doing the switchbacks down the mountain, we got to really decide where they go. So it's going to take a little more time, but you know, the terrain is different every 30 feet. So it was great. This is how you do it. It's not that complicated, pretty simple. Depending on how big your property is, we're pimping this property. And you can see this is the trail that I'm walking on right now. Guys, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, share it with everyone you know. Dudes Camping. See you guys next time.